Hello guys, this is ItsJustOneGuy and I'm here with another tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to update my how to make the third person character move backwards tutorial. And it's really very simple, but a lot of people didn't understand some of the things because it was in reference to a longer tutorial in which I only went over a couple of parts because some of the other parts were in other videos. But in this video I'm just going to go over everything directly to show you exactly what I did. Now the first thing you want to do is open up a new project. And it doesn't matter what you name the project or anything like that, but only thing that matters is you're going to need to add packages, and you want to go to the standard asset package right there. That's the only thing you need to download, and we're going to be using that. We're going to be transforming that third-party controller. You download that and then open up the project. Okay, now that we got our project open, the next thing we need to do is download this package right here, which is a free package, the RPG character Mecanima animation pack free. And what we're going to be taking from this pack is all the backwards walking animations. And this is going to give us all the animations to use to walk backwards. Now from there, we just go out. Oh, it's complicated. Hold on a second. Okay, now that we're finished downloading the project, you should have these 4 folders right here. The RPG character animation free pack, the sample scenes, the standard assets. And that's all you need to complete this project. Now if you go into sample scenes, then go to scenes, then go to the character third person Unity and open that up, you'll get this scene right here. Now we're only going to be modifying one script, and that is excuse me, the third person character script. Now only thing we need to do is to add this use strafe controls and then change a few about 2 lines in the script, and that's it. Okay, let me just open up Visual Studios. Okay, now we're in Visual Studios and we're in the third person character script, and the first thing you want to add is public bool use strafe controls. This will be our boolean to tell us whether we want to use the strafe controls or the rotational controls. And when we use strafe controls, the character will be able to move backwards and side to side instead of rotating it around when you push side to side buttons. Now we come over to the move function, and just so you know what I've changed, I've edited changed right here. Now we're just going to put the simple line if strafe controls right under M forward equals move Z. We're going to put if use strafe controls, and then we're going to put if forward amount is, I think, less than 0. Then we're just going to create a new variable called turn speed. And turn speed is going to, instead of using the regular rotation speed, we're just going to get the input axis horizontal. That's just getting the direct button when you push over or left to right. It's just getting that directly. And then we're going to clamp it to -1 and 1. So we just have a value from 1 to -1 to 1, which is simple. And then we're just going to say transform rotate and turn the use the turn speed, which is basically we're going to use it to turn the character, except we're not going to turn the character. We're just going to add the turn speed to it. And then we're going to we're going to give the animator the turn speed. That way when we use the animations to walk left and right, we're using our own turn speed instead of the rotation speed. Now we put use strafe controls right here just in case we don't want to use the strafe controls, and we could go back to the rotational controls. So this will make you move from left to right, and this will make you rotate, and that's how that works. use strafe controls makes it so it separates these two. And that's basically it. There's nothing more to explain with that. Now we go down to the function update animator, and right here I put changed. Right here we're just gonna put, if you use strafe controls, then the animator turn input axis horizontal. This directly feeds the animator the turn controls when we use the when we want to go left and right. We're directly feeding it the left and right inputs, and instead of the rotational ones. And you can see it right here. If you use strafe controls, once again, get the horizontal input that's left and right to go left and right. Else, use the rotational controls that Unity set up. And right here we have the last thing we changed, which is accessing the animator, setting a new pool, which is use strafe controls, which we're gonna put in the animator, and then we're gonna say that new variable is controlled by use strafe controls. And that's all you need to change. It's that simple. These three lines right here, this right here, this right here, and update animator. And you can see change just right above it, and this right here in the move script, and you can see change is right above it. We just added this right here, and this boolean right here, which is use strafe controls. And that's it for the coding side. Now we're going to go back into Unity. Okay, now we're back in Unity, and this part can get a bit tedious, but some people were having trouble with this part, and so they didn't really understand. But essentially, when you have the script, this is what it should look like. The only difference is from the regular script is you have use strafe controls right here. Excuse me. And now we have to go into the animator. Now, all you got to do is click on the character, the third person character. And if the animation window isn't up here already, just go to Window, Animation, Animator, and that'll open the animator window. Now right here, you just want to add a simple thing by pressing this button right here. Go to Bool and add this right here, use strafe controls. I'm not going to add it again since it's already right there, but you'll need to add it right there. Just delete this, and that's how we get that right here. Now I've already set this up in game, but I'm gonna do it again just to make sure everybody knows how to do it. But at the end, this is what your animation should look like. Just copy this, paste this, and we're essentially gonna turn this right here into this. This is what it looked like at the end, just in case I don't get everything exactly right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 3, 4, 6, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, yeah, sorry. 9 animations, which basically controls strafe left, strafe right, strafe right forward, strafe right left. Basically all these buttons, animations that move back left, move back right, which is the most tedious part of the whole process. But that's how it should look, and you should have two controls, two transitions, one going into the state, which is use strafe controls, and one coming out of the state, which is use strafe controls. I'm going to do it again just to show you exactly how I did it. First we make that transition. First we're going to rename this new strafe state. Spelled that wrong, but whatever. Gonna make a transition to it. Click button. Use the new variable, our new boolean. Use strafe controls. Doesn't need an exit time since you want to go straight into it without any delay. And just make sure it says true. when use strafe controls going into true, we go into new strafe controls. And if we want to go back to ground it using the rotational controls, we just say use strafe controls false. And we unclick that exit time because we don't want any delay between it. Now we go into new strafe controls. And I might be going through this a bit quickly, but it's just because this part is very tedious and very long. And we just delete some of these unneeded animations. You can create a more animated character and use all of these animations, but personally I didn't need it, so, and I want to make this tutorial as simple as possible, so I'm deleting a lot of these ones that are not absolutely necessary. It's just going to be this one. Delete all the ones on the edges. I'm just going to delete. And delete these three on the edges right here. Delete and delete. Okay, now it should look like this, and now we're just going to change around a few things. This is going to be our idle, so we're just going to make this 0, 0. This is going to be our new idle state. And we're going to go to RPG free animations, and we're going to go down to animations, unarmed, and we're just going to look up the idle animation, which is right here. Play it. It's just a simple idle animation, which he's in the fight stance. And we're gonna, oops, oh, looks like I got a little error here. I meant to put this right here. Okay, I gotta redo these animations right here. I see. It's just the type of little mistakes you run into. We need one at 0, 0. We need one at negative 0.50. Okay. Just drag these all into place. I'm going to put this at 0.5. 0.5 and 0.5. Okay. One or more of them is too close. I need that one back here, I believe. Okay, wait. Because we have to center all of them around 0. Because 0 is going to be the state when the character's not moving. And I just got to reset all these now. Which kind of makes this tedious, but whatever. Okay, this should be at 0.5 right here. Well, negative 0.5, which is what we're going to use as going backwards. You could set it to 1, but I prefer 0.5. If you're using more complicated animations, like 0.5 would normally be walk backwards, and then 1 would be negative 0.5 would be walk backwards, and then negative 1 would be run backwards. But I'm just using a simpler form of it. But you can see what I mean, where it'd be like 0.5 going sideways would be walk left, but 1 sideways would be run left. But I'm just using a simple walk animation. And that's just what I'm setting up right here with all these values. That was that 0.5, 0, 0. Okay. And we're missing one at the back here. This one should be right here. And this one should be right here. Let's just even this all out. And they all Okay, now we got them all set up right here now. Let's go back to our idle animation. If I can find it. Ah, crap. There we go. Take this idle animation, put it right in the middle. There you can see the character's normal state will now be this. Nope, sorry. His normal idle state will be like this. Okay, and let's start setting up the animations. This forward one should be a straight forward. See if we can find that animation. Straight forward, left, backwards, roll forward, all backwards ones. There we go, straight forward. This one, yeah. Put that animation right here. Straight backwards. I set up something wrong here. Okay, just fix that. It was a little bit off and I just fixed it. But this should be the straight backwards animation. So we're just going to put that in place. Yeah, straight backwards. And what is it? Strafe backwards left. It should be right here. Or straight backwards right, that would be. Yeah. Well, we put left. Let me just make sure this is right. Nope, that would be straight backwards right. That's what I thought. So straight backwards left would be this one. And we moved it a little bit, but that's okay. Straight backwards left. Just fix it. And now you can see why this part was pretty much the most tedious part. I would fast forward it, but a guy was complaining that I didn't show everything that I did, which is a fair point, but it's a bit tedious. I think this goes right here. And yep, straight backwards right. Got straight forward. Okay, now we got walk forward right, which would be straight forward right. Let's get that animation. Straight forward left, we know it's going right here. And this should be straight forward right. Yep. She's gonna go right here, I believe. Nope, right here. I messed it up. Wait a minute. Control Z that. And right here. Okay. Now we just got strafe left, which is what? It's right here. Strafe right. Let's put that in first. Just right here. And strafe left, which will go right here. So, and that's all the animations. And that's setting up the animation controller right there. You go back, and that's basically how your animation state will look. I'm going to delete this since we don't really need it. It's already right here where I did it before. So at the end, your animation controller should look like this, and your character is ready to walk backwards. That's it. Hit play. Go into third person controller. put use strafe controls, and you can see the character now moves backwards, also right to left, and he has a angled walk, and even forward. It looks a bit weird, but that's just the way the animations is. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Just one more thing I forgot. If you're getting these these errors right here, this isn't coming from the script. What it's coming from is the animations, and I didn't set that up. But if you want to get rid of them, this is how you get rid of them. Go to projects, because they're in the actual animations, and what they are the animations is set up to use sound. Now there's two ways to get rid of it. This is the first way. It's just to get rid of the event inside the animation. Just go into events and you delete these right here. See, left foot left, foot right, and they're just set there so when the character walks you can set up foot sounds, like footstep sounds. But if you don't like them, you can just go like this, hit delete, and that's it. But you'll have to do it for every animation. What I personally do is just go into the script and put void oops, I messed that up. Wrote a function inside a function, but essentially it's giving you that error because it's trying to call a function which doesn't exist. I just put that function there. Got cut off there, hit the wrong button, and ended the video controls, but back on now. And it's the reverse way around. Hit save here, and I just put these two pointless functions right here because the script is giving you that error because the animation is trying to call a function which doesn't exist. So if you just put empty functions here, it'll call these functions which don't exist. You could always just delete the call from the animations itself, or you could just do it this way, which is much simpler because you have to go through each and every animation and delete the animation event. I didn't set it up that way. That's the way the person who created the animation set it up. Let's just go back in Unity so I can show you that it works. Hit save. Now we're back inside Unity, and you can see that we just used the strafe control, so we can call out animation. And you see now, no longer get the error. Just coding the functions is the simple way of doing it, but you can, if you really wanted to be thorough and you wanted to, I guess, save processor power for not calling a useless function, you could just go into the animation and delete it in animation events. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.